Howdy folks, Tex Grebner here with Tex Grebner Outdoors. Hope you guys are ready for your Tex Grebner Outdoors Saturday Morning Cartoon Awesomeness, because it's time for me to start planning on Illinois Archery season 2019. Gonna break the whitetail curse this year, at least hopefully. I have been zeroing in on the trails that the deer use year after year after year, having to watch where they move organically. And that is a field craft where you see it and then you have an understanding where you can look and you can see the topographical features. Yes, we do have topography here in Illinois, but you can look, see the topographical features, read the traffic patterns, and basically find out where the deer are traveling. And if there's a good wind, and there is a reasonable expectation that they're not looking for you, they will damn near walk up and introduce themselves. Life ain't like the pornos, hunting ain't like the TV shows. Now, if you want to make it weird, you can go to TexGrebnerOutdoors.com, check out the Make It Weird merchandise, the Kill with Sticks merchandise, and of course, the highly requested Life Ain't Like the Pornos, Hunting Ain't Like the TV Shows t-shirt. If you're a traditional bow hunter and you're looking for a discount on your trad life supplies, you can go to threeriversarchery.com. Use the code of Tex Grebner in your checkout, get a discount on your shipping. I'm really appreciative of everybody that has bought merchandise, helped support the channel. Well, I'm using the GoPro Session right now because I kind of learned my lesson about dragging my fancy ass Canon cameras around the woods with me and getting them broke. I'm down to one. I still haven't gotten that one replaced that I dropped a deer stand on last year by accident. We just got the cows out here on grass, and so I'm out here making sure the fences are still good. And I'm also out here checking the deer trails because I want to put my setups where the deer are organically going to be moving. And that is much easier before the cows stomp out the deer trails and make their own trails. I've also got ladder stand tops here, recycling my old ladder stands. And I've got a set up here under this cedar tree. May put up another stand yet tonight. I've got this ladder stand seat here that I'm going to be taking over and putting on another deer trail, because I'm not kidding you. If you can figure out where the deer want to be, and you can get there alongside them with a good wind, they'll damn near walk up and introduce themselves. Main problem that I deal with is the fact of, if you don't follow through, you're pretty much guaranteed to actually hit the deer. But if they duck your string and you make a perfect shot, well, then that kind of sucks on account of the fact that that's how you're going to shoot over them, like I did last year 3 times. Well, this has been a royal pain in the ass trying to get this stand up on this tree, trying to jockey around the ladder and get the straps on the tree and everything. It's just been a pain in the ass. I've got a decent shooting lane across the creek right there, but beyond that, the trail cuts right down here, and I've got a limb in the way. And if I stand up, I'm afraid my bow is going to come into contact with that limb. I might have to take a standing shot on it. But that's what I've got so far. Well, I basically got everything strapped to the tree how I want it to, but I've got the bow up here in the stand with me because I want to check my shooting lanes.
That little dirt spot down there, that bare stretch of trail, is where the deer and the cattle have got it cut into the creek bank to come up. And then right across there, straight across where you can see the grass is tromped down, well, that's where they cross at, because it's nice and shallow there. As you can see, the water's good and swift. The only complicated part is not hitting this here limb with my bow limb, and possibly trying to get underneath of this for a shot if the deer come this away, and trying to hold still enough that they'll come this away. Granted, you can plan and the gods of the hunt will laugh at you, but at this point, to tell the truth, and I'm not kidding, if you can figure out where the deer want to go, and you can get alongside them on the trail with a good wind, they will damn near walk up and introduce themselves to you if they're not expecting you to be there. That's why I say some of my plans are just dumb enough to work, and it's the truth. So I'm just gonna set the camera here on this limb. Hopefully I'm not gonna knock it off, and I'm just gonna test my shooting lane. Didn't bring a target with me, but I'm gonna see if I can get to my clicker. So I've got plenty of clearance up here. This is gonna be a little bit more tricky, trying to get under that limb if one comes along the trail going this way as opposed to coming this way. Well, that was a little bit awkward, but at that point, that's literally about a spear throw away. So, like I say, it's a plan that's just dumb enough to work, but because this is a real old, thick tree, it was a royal pain in the ass to get everything strapped to it and around it. We've got a wood pile here. We had a tree fall down on the fence across the way last year. We cut everything out of the fence, and then we pushed it across here with the skid steer. And we've got all this brush growed up in it, and I know for a fact that the deer will funnel right past this because I've got the hillside here behind me. And right here, I've got another ladder stand top that I cannibalized. And if you're shotgun hunting or you're using a compound bow, there ain't nothing wrong with using a ladder stand. But with traditional, I really like using a platform style hang-on stand. And so here it is, another plan that is just dumb enough to work. I can put my camera mount right here on this tree, run another one out around here. So at this point, I've dicked around with all the fancy whitetail hunting gimmicks, and not a one of them worked like they were advertised to. Maybe they work for you, but life ain't like the pornos, hunting ain't like the TV shows. So I've gone back to full-on old school tactics. Over there, that's where my ground set is for this. They come around the bush. They cut up the hill right here. And here I've got a cow track with a deer track inside of it. And so, yeah, basically I'm laying old school ambushes based off of organic travel routes for the deer, because they're going to do what they're going to do. I have planted food plots. I have used buck lure. Not any of it has actually worked as advertised. So, hopefully this is going to be the year that I break the whitetail curse.
I hope you guys have enjoyed watching this week's episode of Tex Grebner Outdoors. As always, God bless all my sportsmen of America. Join the NRA to protect your rights. Please check out my friends over at threeriversarchery.com. Thank you very much to those of you involved in law enforcement and those of you serving in the military. And thanks for watching Tex Grebner Outdoors.